Alright, what's up guys? Quo here, and today I just got two carts in the mail, so I've got Crystal and Silver in Japanese, which completes Gen 2 for me. Now, all this completes all the Game Boy Color games that I have in Japanese. So, there they are, in full glory. Now, I did find a few interesting differences between the different regions and the different gens, so I'll go ahead and point those out in case you guys are interested. So first of all, between Gen 1 and 2, obviously you've got the different colored carts for the English ones, but the Japanese ones are completely gray. And then the art style, so Japanese you have main Pokemon in the middle, circle around, says Pokemon, says Pocket Monsters, and compared to the English ones is Pokemon, then the main Pokemon on the cover. One thing that some people actually didn't notice, and I was surprised, oops, my camera's like flipped horizontally and vertically, might be tough to center, there you go, is that on blue and red they actually don't have the version names on them. It just says Pokemon and then whichever Pokemon's there. Like obviously you know, like this one's blue, this one's red, like but it doesn't actually say red compared to the Japanese versions, which you probably can't see because it's a bit blurry, but right here there's a little fireball and inside it says red, or I assume so anyways, I can't read Japanese. Same thing here, you've got a leaf with the version in it, and then for blue a little raindrop, and then on the yellow one it actually says there's a little bubble above it. I'm not sure if it says yellow or Pikachu or special Pikachu edition, but it is there. No like Thunderbolt or whatever it would be right here though. On the yellow card though it does say special Pikachu edition, so at least they got that one right. That's basically it. Don't think I've missed anything. There is the symbols for trading and printing on the yellow card, which is fairly interesting. But besides that, all fairly straightforward for these guys. The art on the Japanese version is quite interesting though, I do like it. Although I must say I do prefer the North American versions. For Gen 2, let's just start with gold, because that's the card that I have. So if we compare the artwork, it is fairly similar. On the English version, Ho-Oh is a lot more, he's a lot closer, like you can't see as much of his body, but his face is closer to the camera, I guess, is the best way to explain it. However, you can't see him fully on the Japanese cartridge. On the Japanese cartridge as well, if I can catch the light well, you can see it. He is surrounded by like a blue swirl. That's a bit better. Yeah, you can see it though. It's surrounded by a blue swirl. And then here you've got GS, which I assume stands for gold and silver. On the gold one, it only says symbol for gold, I assume. However, on the bottom here it does say gold version, so they did fix that from Generation 1. And yeah, there you go. So for silver, I actually can't find my cart. I looked for like 5 minutes. So here's a picture off of Google Images. So same general idea, you can see GS here, silver version. Lugia does seem to be a lot closer as from the Japanese version though. You can almost completely see his wings in the Japanese version, but not like he's cut off here and here. And his foot's cut off, for example, here compared to the Japanese version. And then again, oops, camera. You can see behind him is a rainbow colored swirl. So it starts from purple on the outside and goes every color of the rainbow all the way into red closest to his body. And yeah, there you go. That's way better. And then again, silver right here. And I assume it says silver version in Japanese. Again, can't read Japanese. Right here, silver version though, fairly clear. So that's that. I never owned Crystal, so this is my only copy of Crystal of the game. Unfortunately, the battery is dead. It is not on my gold version though, so at least I can play one game in Japanese. Or I guess I could still play through it without closing the game. That is possible. Anyways, so same idea, like swirl in the back. Suicune is fully there. I actually don't have a picture of Crystal open, so I can't compare side by side. One thing that is very interesting though, on the Japanese version on the back, there's actually the like crystal on Suicune's forehead right there. It is on the back. It is pretty cool. And if you had like plug it into a Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Advance SP, like you'd be able to just see the edge of it. So that's fairly interesting. And then same thing, like no GS as we saw on this guy right here. So that's about it for Crystal. Again, can't compare it unfortunately, but it is a really nice cart. It is also the only Japanese cart that's fully colored. I believe it's the same as the North American one. Although the North American one does not have the crystal on the back, so neat little thing. Comparing gold to silver, however, a couple of differences. So first of all, if we compare it to, like, let's take silver to red, you can see that the silver card is slightly darker, and then, like, all the Gen 1 cards, like, you can't tell them apart side by side. They're all the same color, compared to, like, you know, English, obviously colored. So for silver and gold, however, they aren't the same color, sort of. So you've got the gold one, which is a sort of dark blue-ish, and then silver is a darker gray color. What's interesting, though, is if you flip them around, same color, but on the opposite cards. So you've got the back of the silver card, which is the exact same as the front of the gold cards. And then vice versa, back of gold, exact same as the back of silver. So, there you go. So interesting how they did that, or why even they did that. Besides that, all the intros are exactly the same if I plug it into this guy. So it's the exact same as the regular gold intro. Let's... No? Come on, buddy. I know you can do it. There we go. So classic Game Boy Color. Do you never play them widescreen? Always regular? I mean, your choice, I guess. But exact same as the. There you go, with the shoulders. And then obviously tile screens in Japanese. So fairly interesting. Same gold symbol, if you can see it right there on the cart. And yeah, I guess that's it. So thanks for watching. Here's the final, all the Japanese cards. Hope you guys learned something new, and see you guys later.